Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For Muslims, happy Eid. Yeah, it's celebrated for 7 days from where I come from, so it's still Eid for me. Although in where I study right now, we just have half day off. Okay, and for Americans where I live now, I hope you celebrated your Memorial Day well in quarantine, obviously. But today we're going to be because it's a time after holidays, I didn't want to go into something hard. Instead, I want to cover geometric terms that's really simple but very important. Simple but important, because you can't do further questions without knowing what each question is talking about. So geometric terms is the topic of the day. Geometry is the mathematics that includes lines, shapes, and all of that. So of course, if it has lines, the most basic thing is a line, and we'll be starting with types of lines. So the first one that I have is the line segment. Line segment is a line that starts from a point and ends at a point. So it's a definite interval. Okay, it starts at a point, ends at a point, and it's denoted as AB bar. Okay, the start point, the end point, and a bar on top. So that's a line segment. Another type of line is a continuous line or an indefinite line. So it just goes on, it has no end. Okay, it's denoted by arrows on both sides, that's how it's drawn, and it's also denoted as AB with a never ending line on top. And finally, a ray. So, what is a ray? A ray is just like another line, but that starts from a point and goes on continuously. So one side is definite while the other side is indefinite. Okay, so that's called a ray, and it's denoted as AB, arrow on top. Okay, so A is the starting point and B is the point that the ray passes through. Okay, it can either be here or a little more in front. That won't make a difference. It will still be denoted like that. So now we know types of lines. That's a line segment, a continuous line, and a ray. Let's go on to intersecting lines. So what is intersecting line? Intersecting line is just when two lines meet, when two lines cross each other, whether it's like that or it's like this or it's like this. You see, two lines are crossing each other, so that is an line intersection. Okay, and the point where they intersect, where they cross each other, where they meet is called the vertex. Okay, very important term, do not forget. A vertex is a point where two lines intersect. Okay, a line intersection is a point where two lines cross each other or where two lines meet. Did you get that? So most of the times you have intersections in two ways. So one is this one, where they form a 90 degrees. Okay, that is perpendicular intersection. So these lines are called perpendicular lines. Okay, that intersect at 90 degrees, they're called perpendicular lines. And some other types of lines are parallel lines. So parallel lines, okay, they're usually with arrows like this. These are lines that will never meet. No matter how much they go on, they will never cross each other. So they're called parallel lines. Okay, lines. So these are the lines that will never ever meet. No matter what you do, no matter how much you scold them, how much you push them, how much you hate them for not meeting, they will not meet. Okay, so those are parallel lines. Perpendicular lines meet at 90 degrees. Parallel lines will never ever meet. Okay, now let's move on to something else. Okay, that is, okay, we know that lines intersect, right? Lines intersect. So when they intersect, they form this tiny thing here that is called an angle. Okay, angle formed between two lines. So this is an angle, this is an angle, this is an angle, and this is an angle. Okay, do you get that? Okay, anyways, let's just go on into types of angles. So whenever an angle is less than 90 degrees, okay, a 90 degrees angle is this much, okay, perpendicular lines. So if it's less than perpendicular, it's called acute angle. Okay, an angle less than 90 degrees. If it's bigger than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees, okay, that is, if it's bigger than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees, it's called an obtuse angle. Okay, so it's between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Okay, so that is an obtuse angle. So acute angle is less than 90 degrees, obtuse angle is less than 180 but greater than 90. Fine. And what if it's 90 degrees, the one here? Then it's called a right angle. A 90 degrees, and it's denoted as a square. Instead of using a circle for the angle, you use a square, so that means 90 degrees. You must have seen it here. Okay, so we've completed a lot actually, and let's move on. So now that we know lines, we know angles, we know intersections, let's go on to something that is our favorite, our all-time favorite, triangles. So we have three types of triangle. Okay, let me draw them before I explain them to you. Okay, so the first angle is an equilateral angle. Really hard to pronounce for some of us like me. Equilateral angle. A triangle, sorry. You know why it's called a triangle? Just a small fun fact. It's called a triangle because it has three angles. Okay? Now you'll always remember what a triangle is. So, an equilateral triangle is whereby all sides of the triangle are equal. Okay? And all angles are equal. So, if we know that a triangle is 180 degrees, each angle will be 180 divided by 3, that is 60 degrees. So that's not really important, but you're going to cover it in ahead, so that it's just good to stay in front of the others, right? Ahead of time. It's good for you. So just know that all angles of an equilateral triangle are 60 degrees. They are all equal, all sides are equal. Yes, we are all equal. That's why equilateral, equal. Okay? A right angle triangle is just what its name says. It is the triangle that has one angle which is 90 degrees. So a right angle triangle is the triangle which has one angle that is 90 degrees. Okay, it has one right angle. But remember, this is a right angle. We've done that before, right? Okay, and now this is a scalene triangle. Just as weird as it looks, the name is as weird too. And you must be able to guess that this is the triangle whereby no side is equal and no angle is equal. All sides are different and all angles are different. No similarity, no nothing. We don't want to be together. We're just stuck together, but we're all different. Like human beings, you know. There's so many different types of human beings. We form the world together, but some of us are tall, some are short, some are fat, some are thin, but we all come together to make the world. Same way, a scalene triangle is whereby different sized lines come together to form a triangle, okay, but they're all different. Oh my god, I should go into philosophy, right? However, let's move on instead of wasting time. So most of the people I know hate this. It's one of my favorite topics because it's never gonna end in mathematics. It's something that you're gonna do forever and ever and ever if you're a mathematics major student. So, can you guess what this is? Any guesses? So this is the coordinate plane. Coordinate plane. Okay. It has two axes. It has. Okay, let me zoom out. I've zoomed in a lot. Can you see it now? Okay, let's make a line here to separate them. So the first terminology of a coordinate plane is axis. Axis stands for 2, and if it's 1, so axis. It has two axes. 1 means axis. So the first axis is the x1. The horizontal one is called the x-axis, and the vertical one is the y-axis. Okay, so the two axes, okay, they intersect at this point here called the origin, which is 0 0. Okay, so axes axes are the two lines. Okay, x-axis is the horizontal one, y-axis is the vertical one. The intersection is called the origin, and it's 0 0. Okay, the coordinates are 0 0. And then we have something called the point. So point is a position in space. It's just a point, a dot anywhere. Okay, now if you want to read the coordinate, okay, of a point, you need to look at the x value here and the y value here. Okay, so coordinates are usually written in the form bracket x comma y. Okay, but what number will you find here? So in the xy plane, the coordinate plane is also called the xy plane. The numbers increase, okay, from left to right. So if this is 0 0, it's going to be 1 2 3 4 and so on. Okay, and they also decrease, okay, from right to left. So if this is 0, this will become -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, and they increase from 0 on top, so that is 0 1 2 3 4, and it decreases down, -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay guys, so this is just a rough sketch of the coordinate plane. I'm gonna be uploading another video that explains it better with how it's scaled, the chambers and so on, and how to read coordinates from the coordinate plane. All I wanted you to know in this video is the terminologies, so don't get mixed up. Do not worry about not understanding this. Just stay tuned for my next video, and have a good day guys.